Hey guys, Mist here again for another video today, and we are back with our Houston Vikings franchise mode, and I'm pretty excited to get into this because obviously we got eliminated in the first round of the playoffs in our last two episodes ago, not last episode, but like 2 or 3 episodes ago. So we are looking to redeem ourselves this year. Hopefully we can. Obviously the team is looking pretty decent. I'm hoping the defense can really make everything better. Obviously, we acquired Mueller, so hopefully he'll make our team even better. Our offense still kind of questionable, but hopefully Bolesky can be decent. He is listed as a third liner right now, and he is also only a high top 9, so he probably won't be too high of an overall. But really, we just need to kind of get some better players because it's all around. It's a pretty decent team, but like we have that one stud, Tippett. He's like our only stud forward, and then Konechny is decent. Then the rest are kind of like average. Bolesky's decent, I guess, as well. And then defensively, Haig is like a stud as well. Mueller and Hamilton, they're studs as well, because really you get only like one of those on a team. And then Riley is a pretty decent defenseman, and then our bottom pairing is realistically what a bottom pairing would be. So obviously it's actually pretty realistic. So I believe I did everything already off screen. I'm hoping by the looks of it I did. So I think we are good, and I think we'll just get into this. Yeah, Tippett has very good penalty kill stats, so that's why I do have him on the 3-man. Just hoping that will be, or that will make him even better. Now, hopefully no one complains about ice time. Hopefully we also do pretty decent. So yeah, we'll see how everything goes from here. So hopefully everything will go our way and go in our favor. Oh wait, obviously I should show the goaltenders. Still got Kakinen as the starter as well. Still a very good goaltender for us, so I'm very happy about that. He is done growing now, but that's fine. 87 is pretty damn good, and you know what? If he doesn't work out, then that's fine. He's been working out for us great, so we'll just get into the simming, I guess. We'll start with the preseason, see how we do there. I think we will go to the All-Star break near the end of January. I'm interested to see where we can scout this year. Hopefully we can scout everywhere, because I would like to, because sometimes I can't get around to scouting everywhere because of how many players there are. So I think we'll just do forwards I think I'll do max 3 weeks in one place, or searching for one place and for that one player type, because to be honest, I don't really want to sim a month in one spot, because realistically you'll find a lot of good players if you scout everywhere instead of finding not every great player if you just scout a few places. So I'm going to start off with Canada, and then probably Russia, and then we'll probably check the SHL, maybe come back to the States, and then we'll figure out what else we're going to do for the rest of Europe as well to see. But yeah, hopefully we're pretty okay with this. Edit scouting assignment, we got another one. Let's see real quick, is there anybody in the rest of the world category? There is not. Alright, so let's see, WHL defense. Honestly, I think I'm gonna only do it for a week, since there's only 11 defensemen there. Don't really need to do it for 2 weeks, to be fair. Obviously that is going to take a little while for me to do, or for us to do the sim, if I am doing it 1 week at a time, but it's fine. I don't know, I just kind of like to get the simming in. Although right now we are not doing too great, so if we could figure that out, that would be nice. Maybe I have to make some line changes, because we are 1-4-1, which is not good at all. We lost our first game of the season, then won our second OT loss, and then on a 4-game losing streak, finally got a win over Toronto, which is good. I wonder what our record will be in the first 10. It's definitely not going to be positive, I can tell you that. Alright, alright, so I did everything in the O. I think we'll do 3 weeks, or I did everything in the W, sorry. So we'll go to the OHL, and then we'll figure out what's up there. Alright, so 4-5-1 in our first 10. Definitely not great. We only have 9 points in our first 10 games. I would have liked to had at least a 10 points in those 10 games, but it's okay. We now have 11 and 11, so if we can maybe just pick up a few wins here this month. Hopefully November can be a decent month to us, because obviously we do want to make the playoffs. We do want to force everyone to go up against us, and then hopefully we can win. Obviously, guys, still yet to win a Stanley Cup in any of my series, and I've been doing this for a couple of months now, so it's kind of upsetting that that's true. Our playoff luck has not been great, and our sim luck also hasn't been great either. Sometimes we just kind of get handed with the shaft when we're in the sims, so it's not much I can do about that, to be honest. Defense in the O for a week, sorry, not a month. But I haven't really seen anybody complaining about ice time, so that's good. We did pick up the record a little bit too, so that's good. We were 10-6-1, now 11-7-1, so that's fine. Over not bad teams, but over teams that aren't doing great, I would like to get at least a point from them. If not two, obviously Philadelphia in that case, they didn't have the greatest record. There's one goalie in the OHL. I'm not gonna scout him. But yeah, so Philly, they didn't have the greatest record. We beat them, which I'm glad. All I really wanted was a point. Same thing for Vancouver. They weren't a great team, but I'm glad we got a point. Obviously, they are a conference opponent. I think they're in our division, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe maybe not. I don't remember, to be honest. Okay, well, we lost against Calgary. I didn't actually look at their record, but it was a 6-0 loss, so that's not very good. But it's okay. We had a pretty decent month of November, so I'm happy with that. Now 14-9-2, so we picked up the record a decent amount. And then a 6-1 loss to the Oilers. As I say, we pick up the record, although we do even out the wins with St. Louis win. All right, looking decent so far as of December.